All right, Subnautica it is. I am so excited over the Subnautica 2 release. I just kind of want to get on creative mode and play some Subnautica. And it's been a while since I played, and I kind of cleared all my files, so all my games that I played previously are like no longer there. So we're just gonna start a new one, and we're gonna be on creative. So we don't have to worry about staying alive, so to speak, and see what we can build. There's just some really fun creatures and things, and I have the Subnautica Below Zero as well.
Data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden.
Oh, interesting.
Will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety, please pack supplies for long journeys.
So it gives me everything that I need.
The nearest life pod or habitat.
Except,
the tool is designed to
oops, the repair tool.
Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception.
Laser cutter, repair tool.
Note: Craig McGill crash-landed in the acid swamps of Boreal 9, fought off arachnid kidney poachers, and hijacked a tame Star Wars. If he can do all that, you can survive one more day.
Let's do 5. Oh, why do I keep hitting escape? My other games make you hit escape. Okay. So we are going to repair... Or can I? Am I pointing the right spot? There we go.
LifePod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
It didn't start it with the crash, so I don't know if it's because it's creative or what, but they must have changed it.
Radio online. Broadcast emergency distress signal.
Okay.
Play a pre-recorded distress call.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull. Come get us already.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
All right. So I am gonna make mobile vehicle bay. And probably go somewhere a little deeper. Because if I do want to make the Cyclops, it's pretty large. So, swim over this way. And thankfully, nothing will attack us. Oh, I already had one. Ha! Look at that. And I'm hitting escape again. Kind of like the aspect of survival, but it's really fun to build in here. Oops. So. Oh, you can build a launch platform. I don't want to do that. I just want to play. Seamoth is the easiest to get around in.
Mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And we'll go check that out. And there's some places that I really kind of want to build on. That little island that has all of the fruits and things. That's really kind of cool. And then like down inside the core is really cool too. And on creative, you can go as deep as you want in these things. And normally there's like sand sharks and stuff. Those red ones will attack you. Okay. Exit. And we pick up this PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
That was really loud. Okay, I'll turn it down a little. And nothing else.
Suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
Yeah, and I know, like down in here, I think it's.
Local scans
I
show
think it's down in here.
Entrance, depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool down in here. And there's more PDAs and things down in here. Might be one on this little platform here.
Passing 100 meters, oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing
I don't need that.
200 meters, oxygen efficiency greatly decreased. The conditions in this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region.
Can't remember. There we go. There's the light. So I've built down here before, and like there is the volcano, so you can put power supplies there to generate from the heat. Thankfully we're on creative, so we won't get smushed or burnt alive. I think this just kind of goes like around in a circle down here, but there's other caves where you can actually get like down to the middle of the planet. And those things will shock you. They're not fun. Oh, that's a dead end. Sometimes you can continue to go down and down and down and down and down. But I don't think this cave does. Oh, here's a platform. I know there's like 2 or 3 of these platforms down here just as well. It just has a supply crate. That's a battery. I don't need it since I'm on creative. Yeah. I thought there was another platform. Oh, over here, maybe? This doesn't look like it has a PDA on it, though. There's one I know that has a PDA on it, so you just kind of have to look around, and I don't remember exactly where it is. I just like this little craft. It can get in small places, but it can also go very fast. You can also put extensions on. I mean, this game's been out a while, so I'm sure people already know, but you can put additional things on it for defense and weapons and stuff, just to protect yourself from being attacked. Now, if you get one of the Leviathans, then you're toast. There's no help for you. One bite and you're dead. Okay, I'm gonna go back out. But there is a lot of minerals in here too, when you first start out, that you're gonna need, like some of the lithium and some other things. So, okay, go out. So you definitely want to get those depth modules so you can go deeper. And that probably would have just crashed me right there. All right. So, now, what is that? Well, that's weird looking. It's like glowing. Oh wow, I've never seen a baby one. These are like the big, I don't know, they look like, I don't even know what they look like. But the bigger ones, like this one, has like all kinds of plants and different resources and stuff on top of them that's like growing on them. See? And you can pick the plants, scan the plants, there's mushrooms, all kinds of stuff. But I've never seen a baby one. That's kind of cool. All right. So all of those will give you metal. I don't know. I kind of want to go on survival mode now because, I mean, that's the whole fun of the game is surviving, right? But I do want to build some stuff. What is this down here? Oh, this is another cave. There's caves everywhere, and that's kind of the objective of the game, is to build up enough resources and get your depth modules going and enough weapons that you can fight the big Leviathan at the center of the Earth. So they did a really good job with it. It's I think this is kind of where I was before, so I'm gonna go back. What's it up? Yeah, you could easily get lost. Now there's a Pathfinder tool that kind of helps you. I'm probably lost now because they all look the same. But there's a Pathfinder tool that helps you find your way back if you want to go down in some of these caves. Oh, there's a PDA here. Yeah, we need to get all the PDAs.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrate new PDA data. Integrate new PDA data.
Now let's see if we can find our way out of here. I think I got turned around. My dogs are barking at probably a cat at the door or something. Maybe up this way? This may be how I came in the first time. I don't know. It looks like it. Probably. Oh. Kind of small. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's another big crash site. So there's PDA stuff down here. Now there are a ton of sand sharks down here. So all that stuff you pick up for metal. I think there's some PDAs inside. I'm gonna go in and see. But I don't think there's any outside. And that's where, if you're not on survival, you need to make sure that you stay close to your ship. Yeah, I don't see one down there. Because otherwise you will run out of air and you will die and lose all your stuff that you just picked up. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get in there. I can't remember. Was it? There's got to be a door or an opening, and I don't remember which way it is. And some of these
local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Yeah, this is part of the Aurora, which is the big ship that you come in on. So I can't get down in there. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played this. But some of these you do have to have the laser cutter to get into. Like this? No? That I guess you can't. Oh, here we go. We can maybe? No. Some of them you have to cut open to get into. And that is like mid-game to get the laser cutter, because you have to get all the materials to build it, which is kind of a pain in the behind. But it's fun. I don't see where I can get inside this. And I thought I could. Maybe up top. So the big ship that you saw that was crashed is the Aurora. And this is a part of it, I guess. And there's a lot of pieces like this scattered all over that you have to get into and scan different things and learn different recipes for things. I don't know. Maybe this is one you can't. But I thought for sure you could.
Detecting increased foreign bacterial levels in the water.
Maybe here?
Performing a self-scan is advised.
Oh, yes. No. Okay, well. Oh, and the whole point of the game, as it says, is self-scan. So you use your tool. Oh, not your construction tool, your scan tool. That's the builder. I'm gonna have to build one. It's your scanning tool to scan life forms and learn about them and learn different recipes and that kind of stuff. But you scan yourself and you end up being infected or radiated, or I can't remember what they called it, but you can't leave the planet until you find the cure, and that's the whole point. So, and the cure lies with the aliens. So, there's that. See, there's this sea moth fragment, so you have to scan that with your scanner, but I have to build one. This may be the one I was just in, I don't remember. But there's nothing in there. Okay. So those fragments are what you scan to learn how to build certain things. Oh. Proposed Degassi habitat. Oh, this is down next to a cave as well. See all those fragments of stuff. You can pick up the metal and reuse it. Lots of different things. So this is gonna be like straight down, almost to the maximum crush depth for this, but it's early on, so you basically kind of have to, you know, get as far as you can and then swim the rest of the way. I think it's up over this, if I remember right. I don't remember. It's been a bit since I've played this. No, I must have missed the hole for it. It's still this way. Where is it? See, there's some more crash site. Oh, I am not driving very well. Let's see. There's a hole down here somewhere. Let's see. Saying it's down there. Purple, follow purple. Ah, there we go. So you go straight down, and this is kind of cool. So it's like a little base that they've built down here. And as you can see, it's like 230 meters, 239 meters. So it's more than the initial crush depth. So you have to get the MK1 depth thing before you can come down here, unless you want to like hold your breath and try to run back and forth. But there's a lot of plans, and you can scan these to be able to build them, and there's a PDA in there. Let's see if this is open. I think you have to get down into it down. Where? Can't open that. Oh, here we go. So there's one way, excuse me, one way in. There's another PDA there.
Integrating new PDA data.
So you can kind of see, don't touch those. Those will sting you and take your life. But like these chairs and tables and windows and everything, all this stuff in here, and this is where you scan for your bioreactor to get power. There's a PDA over there as well that I want to get, but I'm on creative, so it's not gonna mess with me. But yeah, don't touch those things. And I don't think there's one in there. But there is some stuff in here. So like the bed, that grass wall, which is really kind of cool. There's another PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
Even the, I don't see one. Like the hatches and the, yeah, I don't see one. I forget what they call it, but it's the door that goes to the walkways here. So let's go up here. And this is probably where that other PDA is. Yeah, there we go. And this is kind of like a viewing room.
Integrating new PDA data.
Stalker teeth, yeah. And you can make stuff with all kinds of things, all kinds of animal parts and stuff too. But this room is like a complete glass room, and when you build it under the water, it's really kind of cool because you can see all the fish swimming around and stuff. Okay, now we're on the other side. So you can kind of see, why you would need a lot of oxygen. So you definitely need to make sure you are close to something that can give you oxygen, which is your sea moth. Or build you, there's little pods that you can build. What is it? There is that it now? No, but you can put down like a quick multi-purpose room, which is one of those rooms that we were just in. And as long as it has power to it, that's the problem, is you have to make sure there's power to it. And down here, there's no light to get sunlight for power, and you have to go quite far for one of those little volcano areas. So gotta be careful when you get down here. Okay. Now there are I think a couple of other spots. Oh, I was just down here. I just didn't go that far. Okay. So we're going to go back up. Oh. And I'm going to go back to my life pod. And just get some bearings here. Okay. So there's the ship. In that direction is where the island is, over where that cloud is. So if you look left, and then if you look right, is over where the island is, which is where that cloud is. So that kind of gives you an idea, as well as kind of in between here, there's lots of different caves and things. And then if you go over that way, it takes you to even more, like, more rich minerals, but you also have other additional things you have to fight. So there's lots of animals that are scary. And I kind of want to go in survival mode, but I do want to build some stuff and show you some of the things you're going to need. So in creative, we don't need power. So let me just build one of these big rooms. Oh, I wish it could. Oh, that's rotating. I'm going to build it kind of high because I want the sunlight from... Yeah, I want the sunlight to be able to get in here and I guess I don't need to build power because it doesn't really matter, right? But if you build it high enough, you put solar panels on it to power it up. And then that way you don't have to worry about keeping up with, this is the thermal plant. So you put them on volcanoes or around volcanoes and it'll turn it into energy. Power transmitters, like if you have a lot of solar panels, you can transmit power to another habitat over long stretches, but not too long. But then they have water filtration, bioreactor, nuclear reactor. Bioreactor, you put like plants and animals and stuff in to make energy, and then nuclear reactor, it takes nuclear rods. So yeah, that's like end game stuff, but it's a lot of fun finding it. And then all of these different things you find in the game and you scan them and then you can create them. And some of these things like the fabricator and the radio and the medical kit fabricator, and I believe maybe not the wall locker you get initially, but everything else you have to find and scan. And then there's a lot of other just decorations and things, vending machines, coffee machines. So that's how that works. Let me get a door hatch. You have to have a way in.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And because I'm in survival, it's already powered, so you don't have to, it doesn't require power whenever you get in here. So then there's a few other things that you need to build in order to build additional things. So let me find the modification station. There we go. So this allows you to build additional things. So you can increase the capacity of your air tanks. It gives you some more depth modules for your Cyclops, your Seamoth. This is the repulsion cannon, which you're going to need if you go into the Aurora, because you can actually go in there. This is kind of nice because it charges your batteries as you swim. And the more you swim, the more it charges your batteries, so you don't have to worry about making batteries all the time. And then the thermo blade is really nice when you're in survival, because whenever you hit a fish with it, it automatically cooks it, and then you can just eat it. You don't have to worry about putting it in the fabricator and cooking it. So that's nice. So that's another creation type thing. And let me show you another one. We're just going to put that there. And then the moon pool is fun because this will dock the Cyclops and the Seamoth. The Seamoth and your prawn suit, not the Cyclops. Cyclops is too big. There's no dock for that. But then you can come here and go, I can't remember where, here. Vehicle upgrade console. And you can put it in any of these walls here, but it doesn't matter where you put it.
After weeks without contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
All right. So this helps you create modules for your Seamoth and prawn suit. So you can have storage, hull reinforcement, energy efficient, Seamoth modules. It's solar chargers, so you don't ever have to replace batteries, which is nice. But when you get into those really sketchy situations, this perimeter defense thing is so nice, because you see something coming after you, and as soon as you think it's going to hit you, you hit that and it electrocutes them. The torpedoes are fun, but they're not very accurate. And the sonar, I tried it for a little bit, and I mean, it's okay, I guess, if you like the visual of it, but it doesn't really do anything for me because you can always see where you're going anyway. Um, and the prawn suit has a bunch of things as well. There's a propulsion cannon, torpedo, grappling arm, which is something you need whenever you get endgame. The drill arm, which is what you need whenever you're mining a lot of things. The jump jet is nice as well. In case you fall down into a deep, deep hole, you can get out, or you can use the grappling arm. Thermal reactor means it recharges whenever you're around those hot areas in the volcanoes. And the depth modules, those are absolutely critical. You have to have those if you want to go endgame. And then there's different torpedoes, so that's another piece that you can create with. You find another. All right, I'm gonna have to go outside here because the scanner room, oh my goodness, excuse me, has, there we go, some additional things you can create as well. Oh my goodness, my throat is dry. So in here, this scans for all different types of minerals, and depending upon what you've already discovered is what will be here. So you can get metal fragments from wreckages, eggs, just all kinds of stuff. But there's also a fabricator in here to give you a HUD chip. So anything that the scanner room scans, you can put on your suit, and then it'll show as little dots. Scanner room range increases the range and how fast it goes, and then it has drones, these little camera drones you can control and send them in areas that maybe you can't get to, like tiny small areas, to see what's in there. The only problem is that some of the wildlife like to eat them, so you have to be careful where you go. And let me put my sea moth in here so I can show you some of the additional controls that it has. It's just a lot of fun, and I'm hoping with Subnautica 2, since it's going to be multiplayer, we're going to have, don't mind my driving, we're going to have some additional options as far as, you know, like who can drive what, or like what types of vehicles we're going to have. That'll be interesting. So if you just kind of get your vehicle close to it, either the prawn suit or the sea moth, then it'll pop up and it'll grab it for you. You don't have to do anything else. Now, this little thing is really kind of cool. You can rename it. You can do different colors. So if we want to go, I don't know. I'm horrible at these things. Depth finder. And then we say our base color, let's just go rainbow, and we're gonna do red. The name on the side of it, maybe we want it yellow. And then the interior, maybe we want it like the color of the water. And then the stripe, let's do a blue stripe. Done. Oh, Okay, I have to hit E. I keep hitting escape.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Okay. So there is where you're going to put your upgrades in. And on the other side, it does have a storage space, so you can put some storage in there as well if you're like farming for stuff. But you can see like the words of it and the colors of it. And then if we get inside, you can see now the inside is that light blue color.
All systems online.
So you can change it up and just kind of make it whatever. And you can do this with all of your vehicles, even the big ones. So, which is really kind of fun. So let me see again where we are. I think this is the Aurora. So to get inside the Aurora, you have to go up through the nose because that's where it broke off and it's open there. You kind of want to have some weapons when you get up here. You need a cutting tool and you need the propulsion cannon because if you don't have those things, you can't get inside. There's another one of those big old animals flying around or swimming around, flying. Listen to me. Like we're in the air. Okay, so we gotta keep going toward. Oh, the Aurora has not exploded yet. Sorry. So when you first start the game, the Aurora is intact. But over a certain period of time as you play the game, it explodes and then the nose of the Aurora breaks off. So that's when you can like get inside of it. But so we can't get inside of it right now. Totally forgot about that. But honestly, I think I might go ahead and start a survival mode because I kind of enjoy that. And all the challenges that you need to do to get everything that you need. All right, so I'm going to stop here and I'll be back.